everyone, and welcome to Behind the Nail Pros for the September issue. We're here with Kimmy Keys, who did the nails for our cover and editorial story. It's so nice to have you back.
It's so nice to be back. It's super fun working with this group.
For this story, we were featuring the fall nail polish colors, and a lot of them were jewel tones, shimmers, iridescence, and beautiful deep colors. We worked closely with the stylist and the makeup artist to bring the nails, the makeup, and the jewelry all together. So talk to me a little bit about how you picked the colors.
Well, it was fun working with the stylist because a lot of the jewels had really rich, gorgeous colors in them as well. So it was fun to kind of match and accentuate those colors with those shades of polish.
And we were also pairing the looks with the makeup artist. But a lot of the nail polishes weren't true to color once they were on the nail. How did you decide what colors to use and when to mix and match?
What's fun about these colors is we wanted to stay with the more shimmery, iridescent, pretty, flippy colors because it's kind of what's in right now. And a lot of those are very sheer. So what we did was we took base colors that were more opaque, a little richer in tone, laid those first, and then topped them with the things that kind of flipped them and gave them that shimmer.
Are there any rules to follow when you're mixing and matching colors like that?
It kind of depends on what your shades are. You kind of try them out first. Try them by themselves and then decide what might look nice together. What I do is I turn my hand into a palette and every nail is different and I'm constantly trying things to see what I like.
And it really opens up a whole other collection of colors to you from what you already have. You can mix and match and build on top of that.
Yeah, that's what's so fun about those sheer colors because they really can layer over just about anything. Like we tried one of the colors over the more nude beigey color, had a really pretty iridescent color on top. And we tried that over a darker color and we liked that as well, but with the jewelry and the styling, the lighter color looked better, but they're completely different shades.
For some of the looks, you created an accent nail, and the designs were really cool, and some of them were surprisingly easy. Which one was your favorite?
I really liked the gold and the pewter color with the gold lines into it. It was fun, and in the photo you may or may not see that it was only half the nail that had the design, which was also really fun. And it looks way more complicated than it is. It essentially was painting a gold nail and then painting the other half the pewter color just with the normal brush. And then I take a striper brush and use the gold again to draw right down the center of the two lines to make them straight. And then I added the little lines and hashtags, super easy.
And you can go back in and clean it up pretty easily.
Well, yeah, because if you mess up a little on the gold, you can take the pewter color and then redraw that line and straighten it up. So yeah, it's pretty forgiving if you have a mistake.
One of my favorites was the blue and green metallic. It sort of looked like it had hints of gold in it, maybe kind of like a flashy camo look. Tell us how you did that.
Well, that was really easy. That's just painting the nail blue, and I put drops of really puddly kind of blue drops and then gold. And when you smear them and kind of weave them together using a striper brush, it kind of created the green. So there really isn't green in it, but the gold and blue together created our green.
Oh, that's very cool. And it's a fun and easy way, kind of klutz-proof way of creating a marbleized nail.
Because there's no wrong way to do it. They don't have to match. It's kind of fun if they don't because it creates a more interesting type of a design.
On the red nails, you did a line drawing for the accent nail. Did you base that on a pattern, or did you just come up with it as you were painting? Like, how do you tell people who want to incorporate some sort of line design into their nail art the best way to do it?
Play on yourself. I had 5 different nails today trying out line designs to decide which one I liked best, and I just decided that one was the prettiest. And I started with tracing the moon and then creating a triangle kind of pyramid shape out of that, and then adding 2 lines off to the side. It's really super simple, but what was fun about that is it almost made the ring finger look a little bit more burgundy than the rest of the nails, but it actually had a design to it.
And the purple design was sort of a braided look. How do you do that?
Those are really easy too. First I painted the nail the light color, and then I took the nail polish brush and just drew a diagonal line in the dark color. You wait a little while, let that dry a bit, and then take the frosty purple color and draw an X right over the other one. And then you just lay the lighter color over that, and you just keep going until you've created the braid from left to right. So you do a diagonal from left to right to left, just like that, and go up a little each time, so you leave a little bit of the first color and it creates a braid. It's really easy.
And it's really cool, and I think it's one of those great techniques that anyone can use in the salon when someone says, oh, I want some sort of nail art. You don't have a lot of time to do it, and you don't have a lot of practice, but it's really easy.
Super easy. And you can use a tiny little striper brush to clean up the edges if you don't quite get it down into the corners. That's what I do if I don't like the way it looks, or if I want to straighten the line a little.
So what trends are you seeing for fall?
Well, I think some of the fun new colors are falling into that jewel category. You know, the nice iridescence, the beautiful rich deep colors. I always like the beautiful purples. They all remind me of jewels, which is why this shoot was so fun, because they kind of incorporated jewels with colors that remind you of jewels.
A lot of your clients love nail art. What kind of things are they asking for? What kind of trends are you seeing that are sort of trickling down from your clients to salon clients?
My clients love nail art. It's true, and it's super fun to work with people who like to be a little bit creative in that field. I've recently done a Katy Perry video where it was, animal prints. We did bright nails. We did just super fun stuff. But what's really fun is when you do something like that and you then see it being recreated on Instagrams and Twitters, and you start seeing people hashtag this video and I did it myself, look, and it's always very fun for me to see that kind of stuff.
What do you think is probably the most popular or your favorite set of nail designs that you've done?
The one that stands out in my mind the most was a smiley face, sad face yellow nail we did on Rihanna, and it was a long time ago, but there were entire websites dedicated to Rihanna's Moody nails, and I remember seeing them, and that's another one people recreate all the time and hashtag me in, and that was years ago. So it's funny how sometimes nail art on a celebrity like that has such a life that it really never dies, and you see it coming back 5, 6, 7 years later, and it just makes you smile because it was really a fun thing. And it was probably for me one of the first times in my career where nail art I did on someone, she literally was holding her nails by her face on the red carpet because the photographers wanted to see what she had on her nails. And the middle finger was the frowny face, so it was this big, why is the middle finger frowny? Well, because she wanted to flip people off with it. And that's what she did. It's just funny things like that. Again, it's fun when it lives for a long time.
Absolutely, and I think that's what's so great about the nail industry and how popular nails are right now, because you get to have fun with them all the time.
And people don't forget. They remember. They'll be like, oh, I remember that nail on her. I remember that video. And I just did a Katy Perry video not long ago, The Dark Horse, and we got to do some fun stuff in that as well. And it got a lot of attention, and people were talking about it. And not super hard stuff either, but super impactful.
Well, thank you so much, Kimmy. It was so nice to have you here, as always. I think the nails turned out so great. It was a really fun shoot, and we were so happy to have you. So thank you.
Thanks for having me.